everyone. Today I am going to start lecture number 3 for chapter 3rd, motion in a straight line. In my previous video I have given introduction of the chapter. Now I am going to start two basic terms with which you are so much familiar from class 9, that is distance and displacement. So let's learn about distance, displacement, their difference using some numericals. So what is distance? Distance is total path length, or I may call it length of path. Total length of path traveled by a body or an object during motion. Total path length. For example, when a body that moves start its motion from point A, reaches point B, from A to B, then B to C. After covering certain distance, it reaches a point C. Then from A to B, then B to C, what will be the distance? Distance is total path length. Total path means what? That will be equal to AB plus BC. While we are dealing about distance, we have not given any importance to the direction, in which direction, at which angle the body is moving. It means distance is a scalar quantity. It can be represented only by its magnitude completely. Now, distance being scalar, it is denoted by capital letter, either by S or X. Sometimes we denote it by small x. Okay. Its SI unit is meter and CGS unit is centimeter. Its dimensional formula, as you know, distance is length, so its dimensional formula is m0 l1 t0. So what is distance? Total length of path. Total path length, that is the total path traveled by a body during its motion, is known as distance. But when the same body travel from A to B, B to C, then again C to A, then what will be its distance? A to B, B to C, then back C to A. What is the distance? Distance is the total path length, which is equal to AB. There is no need to put arrow mark. Why? Because we have not given any preference to the direction. So it will be simply equal to AB plus BC plus C. That is the total path length. Now, let's learn second term, that is displacement, which appears similar to us, but so as to learn difference, we start second term, that is displacement. Displacement is the shortest path length. Shortest path. From initial, I am not mentioning here between, that is starting from initial position to final position. So, the shortest path from initial position to final position is known as the second term that we are going to learn, that is displacement. It is the shortest path. For measuring displacement, we have to draw a straight line, because shortest means a straight line path from initial position to final position. For the example that we have considered during distance measurement, when body move from A to B, then B to C, then what will be its displacement? For displacement, we have to draw a straight line, because shortest path is always a straight line from initial position O to final position C. This is the displacement. It means AC. For measuring the displacement, I have given focus that we have to start from initial position up to final position. What does it mean? It means there is a particular restriction towards the direction. So, I may call that displacement is a vector quantity. Being a vector, it is represented by S with arrowhead or by bold letter S. Okay, means it is having both magnitude as well as direction. Similarly, its SI unit is meter denoted by M and CGS unit is centimeter that is denoted by cm. Its dimensional formula is, because its length, displacement, shortest or total doesn't matter, actually it is path length. So, it is M0 L1 T0. So, unit and dimensional formula of distance and displacement is same, but still there is a major difference between these two, that distance is a scalar quantity and displacement being a vector. Now, for the case, if we draw it from C to A, what will happen? C to A, magnitude, length will same. It means AC will be equal to CA without any arrow. Arrow means बिना arrow के, बिना direction के, इन दोनों का magnitude same है. But if we are considering with arrow, with direction, they are equal and opposite. It means AC is never equal to CA in terms of its vectors. Okay. Now, if we are going to study the motion from A to B, B to C, then back C to A. It means for A to B, B to C, then C to A. Finally, from A, starting and final A. What will be the displacement? A to A. From A to A, it means there is no path length, so there will be zero displacement. So even the body is in motion, the body is covering a lot of distance, lot of path, but still its displacement is zero. What is the reason? Or question may be asked, is it possible that distance is not equal to zero, but displacement zero? Yes, it is clear to you when a body covers a round trip, or when we call it body covers a closed path. Closed means जहाँ से start किया same point पर वो वापिस आ गया, इसे हम बोलते हैं closed path. और हम इसे क्या कह सकते हैं? When initial and final point coincide. Initial and final position coincides. In that situation, distance will be non-zero but displacement is zero. Now, what are the differences between these two similar terms that appear similar to us? Means major difference between distance and displacement. Difference between distance and displacement. First one, distance is total path length and displacement is shortest path between, not we are using from initial to final position. It means it is the total path traveled. It is the shortest path from initial to final. It is a scalar quantity, that is magnitude dependence, but it is a vector one having both magnitude and direction. As it is a scalar, so during a motion, distance will not be equal to 0. But if a body at rest, distance will be 0. What does it mean? Distance can be 0 or positive. But displacement, which is a vector quantity, direction dependent, so it may be 0, it may be positive, it may be negative. How can you make it clear that it can be 0, positive, negative? Let a body starts from position x1 and after covering certain distance it reaches at position x2. Then what will be displacement? Displacement is denoted by s vector. It will be equal to x2 minus x1. It means what? Final position minus initial position. So if x1 and x2 are equal, then displacement will be 0. What does it mean? If final position and initial position are same, then displacement will be 0. If x1 is less than x2, x2 is more, greater, then displacement will be positive. But if x1 is more, x2 is less, then displacement will be negative. What does it mean? That displacement being a vector quantity, it can be 0, it can be positive, or it can be negative. 4. Between 2 points, distance is never fixed, but between any 2 points, displacement is always a unique value. How can you make it clear? Let us consider 2 points from A to B. A person while in motion can reach from A to B through any path. Along this path, straight line or circular path, any one path he can opt. This is distance if it covers in this way, this way, this way, this way. Distance is never fixed. It is having not unique value, but in each and every situation, the displacement is from initial to final position a straight line. That is displacement. So what does it mean? Displacement is always a unique value. Now, distance, we can write it in such a way that distance can be greater than or equal to displacement. When distance can be greater than displacement, as you know, this is our displacement in this situation, but distance is more. In this situation, distance is more. But it can be equal to displacement when body is moving along this path from A to B along straight line path. In this situation, distance and displacement both are equal. So distance can be greater than or equal to displacement. In which situation distance will be equal to displacement? When body is moving in a straight line path. When body is moving in a straight line path, in that situation distance and displacement are equal. Now, let's solve some numericals so as to make the concept of distance and displacement. Distance and displacement. the given case, let a body moves in a circular path of radius r. Find distance and displacement in each case. A body is moving in anti-clockwise direction. That this is the circle, center of a circle. This is radius r. This is point A, B, C, and this one D. In each case, which one case? Case 1 from A to B, case 2 from A to C, case 3 that is from A to D, and case last 4 from A to A back. We have to find out distance and displacement in each case. So let's start case number 1. From A to B, the body is moving in circular path. It means body is moving on the circumference, on the boundary line of the circle from A to B. We have to find out distance and displacement. It is the initial position, it is the final position. For A to B, distance. For complete circle, the distance will be 2 pi r, that is circumference of circle. But while covering 1/4 means that is quadrant. Quadrant means 1/4 of a circle, it will be equal to 2 pi r by 4, that is pi r by 2. Now, what will be displacement in this case? Displacement. The body is moving from A to B. It is the starting position, it is the final position, a straight line path between initial and final position. It will provide us displacement. It will be equal to AB vector. What will be its magnitude? Its magnitude will be, using Pythagoras theorem in this right angle triangle, it will be equal to under the root, because it is the hypotenuse of a triangle, it is base, it is perpendicular, it will be equal to r square plus r square, which will be equal to 2r square. Cancelling r with r, it will be equal to under root 2r. So it is displacement. So it's clear to you that distance and displacement is not same, because I have made you clear that both are equal only when body is moving in a straight line path. In this, body is moving on a curved path. For second case, from A to C. A to C, the body has covered half distance, half circle. So distance will be equal to 2 pi r. It will be circumference of circle. During half of a circle, 2 pi r by 2, it will be equal to pi r. Now what about displacement? Displacement is a straight line from initial point A to final point C, this one. From A to C, what will be its magnitude? It will be equal to the diameter of circle, which is equal to twice of its radius. Okay. Now in third case, we have to find out distance and displacement from A to D. The body has started from A, moving in anti-clockwise direction, and reached at point that is D. We have to find out distance and displacement. What will be distance? Out of four quadrants, it has covered 3. It means distance will be equal to 3/4 of circumference. So it will be equal to 3 by 4 into 2 pi r. 2 cancel with 4. It will be equal to 3 by 2 pi r. It is distance. What about about its displacement starting from A and finally D, it will be equal to AD. What will be displacement? Displacement will be from A to D. This. It is again the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle having side R and R as base and perpendicular. So it is the same as this case. So it will be equal to under the root 2. Now in the last case we have to find out distance and displacement from A to A after one complete round. It must be mentioned after one complete round, because if after completing 2 round it will be twice, 3 round it will be thrice. So after completing 1 round, distance will be equal to 2 pi r. And what about displacement? Starting from A, finaling at A. So initial and final position same. So in this situation, displacement from A to A, that will be equal to 0. So during motion, distance is always non-zero. Displacement may be 0. When it is 0, when body is moving in a round path, in a closed path. Okay. So in this way you can calculate distance and displacement in case of circular motion. Now let's learn more about it by involving certain directions. What is the value of distance and displacement when a body moves 4 meter towards east and then 3 meter towards south? Find the ratio of distance to displacement. When direction is given, you have to consider that east, west, north, south. I used to learn students by making a 4 starting from here: east, west, north, south. East, west, north, south. In this way you can learn how. It has covered 4 meter towards east. East means towards right. We can consider any point as a reference point that is covering 4 meter towards east. Let it be from A to B. From A to B towards east, the body has covered 4 meter. Then 3 meter towards south. South is in downward direction. Now at that moment the body is at point B, covering 3 meter in downward direction. We have to find out the ratio of distance to displacement. So first, distance. Distance is equal to total path length. Total path length means AB plus BC, that is equal to 4 meter plus 3 meter. 4 plus 3, that is equal to 7 meter. Because distance is a total means we have to add. Now what about displacement? Displacement is the shortest or straight line path from initial point to final point. From initial to final we have to find out this. As you know, all the directions are mutually perpendicular to each other. What does it mean? These two lines are at 90 degree. This is 4 meter, this is 3 meter at 90 degree. And the side opposite to 90 degree is hypotenuse. We can measure hypotenuse by using Pythagoras theorem. So what it will be? It will be equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Anyone can be considered perpendicular because no theta is given. 4 square plus 3 square, that will be equal to 4 square, that is 16. 3 square, that is 9. 16 plus 9 under the root 25. So it will be 5 meter. Now what we have to find out? Ratio. Ratio of Distance to displacement, it means in numerator distance and upon denominator that is displacement. What is distance? Distance is 7 meter upon 5 meter. Meter cancel with meter. 7 by 5 it will be 1.4. So the result is 1.4. You can see the result is more than 1 because distance is always greater than or equal to displacement, but in our present case they are not traveling along a straight line, so distance is not equal to, it is greater than displacement. It was numerical number 2. Now to learn more about the same distance displacement term, let's start numerical number 3. Let a body that starts from point A, after covering a distance of 36 meter, it reaches at point B. At point B, it turns back. It turns back means that is from B to A. It covers a distance of 10 meter, reaches another point that is C. We have to find out distance and displacement from A to B, and in second case from A to B, then B to C, means finally from A to C. Now first case we are taking A to B. From A starting to B final, distance is equal to 36 meter. What about displacement? Displacement is what? As per the definition, it is a straight line from initial to final straight line. It is again 36 meter. So, in the case where the body is moving along a straight line, distance and displacement are equal. Okay. Now, what about second case, from A to B, then B to C? Okay, we have to find out distance. What is distance? Distance is the total path length. Total means we have to add from A to B, then B to C. It will be equal to AB plus BC. What is AB? AB is 36 meter. What is BC? BC is 10 meter. So it will be equal to 36 plus 10, 46 meter. So the distance is 46 meter. What about displacement? Displacement is from starting point to ending point. It is from A to C. From A to C. It means A, C, Z. What is AC? Total is given to you, means AB is given to you. During back journey, BC is given to you. So AB minus BC. What is AB? AB is 36. What is BC? BC is 10. So it will be equal to 26 meter. So in this way, you can calculate distance and displacement in various paths, but you have to keep in mind that distance is the total and displacement is the shortest path. Now, when you are traveling by your Activa, bike, motorcycle or car, whatsoever vehicle you are driving, there is a meter. There is a meter that is giving the distance, how much distance you have covered up to now. That is known as odometer. What is odometer? Odometer is a instrument, that is, it is a device that is connected to all the vehicles that measure total distance traveled. It gives total distance. It gives no estimation in which direction, whether in east or west or north, whatsoever direction we have changed, it will provide only distance, not displacement. So odometer provides us distance traveled. It is a digital meter that gives how much kilometer we have traveled from start. So it was all about distance and displacement. I have taught you 3 numericals and 1 during the difference between distance and displacement. So in my next video I am going to start a new topic, that is speed and velocity, with which you are familiar from class 9, but conceptual points matters a lot. So be with me in next video. If you like the video, strike the like button and subscribe the channel to get more videos. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day.